I'm an oddball. I'm an oddball. People gravitate to oddballs. I'm an oddball. You ain't gonna see me running around too many places, you know. And when you see me, for whatever reason, people stop. They want to look and they want to figure out what's going on. And you know, it's been that way since college.
If you don't know, better ask somebody. Get on the floor, grab that hottie. If you don't know, better ask somebody. Get on the floor, grab that hottie. If you don't know, better ask somebody. Get on the floor, grab that hottie. I gotta work tomorrow, y'all, but tonight I'm gonna party.
Well, you know, the good thing is that you have an opinion about my music. As you say, people either love my music or hate my music.
Like it's my last hee-haw, gonna let it hang out.
And that's kind of how, funny enough, it's kind of how the quote-unquote alter ego of the Cowboy Troy character, because to me, Cowboy Troy is a character as opposed to being myself.
Better hurry up, don't waste your time. You know what to do when you hear my rhyme. You're bouncing up and down like a kid on a seesaw. Steady grooving, word to your meemaw.
The alter ego to Cowboy Troy is a character that has basically come about called Nash Villain, because Nash Villain is the guy that is quote-unquote screwing up country music and messing up, you know, everything, messing up rap, messing up country, messing up everything. So Nash Villain is the guy that has come about now, because people are like looking at it like, there are some people that actually prefer that. They prefer that it's so far afield and so far out there that it's, you know, just kind of an oddball thing, because there are a lot of people who personally feel like they are outcasts and people who are the forgotten individuals. And for whatever reason, some of them have put me in this position where, like, man, we identify with you because we know that people are jumping on you because you're different. Well, we feel different too, and for whatever reason, some people like that, I guess, persona. So I don't know. It's, you know, I just try and be an individual, and I just try and be myself. You know, to the kids at home, I'm just, you know, dad. I remember when I was probably 17 years old, I was a junior in high school, and went to this conference, and there was a gentleman there speaking, and it spoke to the fact about, you know, having that drive and the diligence to continue what you're doing. And one of the things that stuck with me from that conference was he told the whole audience, he said, young people, if you just show up, you'll eliminate 50% of your competition. And he said something else to the effect that if you show up on time, then there's about 80% of the competition out of the way. And the last thing he said was, if you show up on time with a plan of action, 90 to 95% of your competition will be eliminated. All you have to do is show up on time with a plan of action. Considering the fact that Hick-Hop music is so far afield from anything else that you might have heard of or might consider to be traditional rap or hip-hop or anything else, it's one of those things. Ain't too many people trying to show up on time with a plan of action for that. I believe I would be the only one, and people kind of look at me like I'm crazy, because growing up in Texas, I grew up listening to a lot of country and a lot of rock and a lot of rap, but you know, I like combining rap lyrics with country music instruments and occasionally having a shredding rock guitar going over the top of that. So that's kind of, you know, how I got the idea for doing hip-hop music.
I present to you country music without prejudice. Hey!
Music Mafia is musically artistic friends in alliance. And basically it started out as a group of us. Half of us were in the music industry being ushered out. The other half were desperately trying to get into the music industry. We banded together to just kind of look after each other's interests, work together, and promote each other's music. I met John Rich in '93. I was hanging out in a bar that he and his band were playing in. We became buddies, you know, we liked the same brand of beer kind of thing, and just hanging out, chit-chatting. And, you know, we stayed friends. He knew what I was doing musically. I let him know about that and told him I liked what kind of music they were doing. From there, over a period of years, we kept in contact, and he introduced me to Big Kenny in '99. Early 2000, you know, was when it really got serious, when it was like, okay, let's do this. If we're going to do it now, we're going to do it. If we're not, then let's forget about it and let's quit talking about it. Every Tuesday night in Nashville. Every Tuesday night was when it started. Started out at a place called the Pub of Love, which is no longer in existence. But we would meet every Tuesday night, and if I was able to get from Dallas to Nashville, I would show up, and I'd have to take vacation time, or if I had it available, or I would just do what I could. Hick Chick is the new single off my current record, Black in the Saddle, and the video has just been released, and people are beginning to accept it. It's kind of out there, and it's a fun time, and it basically tries to embody what a woman who enjoys country music represents in the video form. And future plans, keep promoting this album. There's some pretty intense material on this album. If you haven't heard it yet, there are going to be some songs like How Can You Hate Me, songs like Man with a Microphone, Paranoid Like Me, and things like that are going to really help to define myself as an artist, a writer, and a producer. And I think that you'll begin to see that and start working. I've already started writing stuff for album number 3, so we'll see what happens. I'm Cowboy Troy, and you're watching Reelblack.